Welcome to the United States of Tiffany. Our commentary offers a humorous take on wrestling. Please note, we're not bullying or attacking the wrestlers. We're engaging with the choreographed sport and its storylines. Our jokes and observations are about the characters and storylines, not the real people behind them. Tourists and citizens alike, welcome. Enjoy the show, and remember, it's all in good fun.
Hi, how are you? I hope you all are doing well. We're going to make this very short and sweet. Smackdown was a good show. I won't shit on it too much. I'll give them their props. Smackdown was a good show. Um Not as fancy. Thank y'all. Those are yours. You got a whole bag. I've been eating mine. I told you. Hello, Donnie. How are you? Hello, Kayla. It's fancy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hello, Kira. Louis, hi. Kayla, I said hi to you. And Kayla's birthday was yesterday, I think. Or day before yesterday? Day before yesterday. No, it was yesterday. Kayla's birthday was yesterday. And then my little bro Keelan's birthday is today. So everybody's birthday is in March. And then so Tears' birthday is next week. Tears' birthday is next week. It's so many birthdays that's early. And I'm okay. So anywhoosies. Hello, Drizzy Dre. How are you? So look, I'm not gonna keep y'all long. We're gonna make this short and sweet with SmackDown because it was very simplistic. They used the tag teams to use up a big chunk of the time, which I can appreciate. We got to see the tag teams sans the Street Profits. The Street Profits were not present in this tag team turmoil, and I'm not sure why, but they weren't. With that being said, Randy Orton is the one who opened the show. He came out there and talked. I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't listen to it, and I love Randall. Love me some Randall, but there's really nothing to listen to in this regard, mainly because there was no feud happening yet because we didn't know who he was going to be facing at WrestleMania. However, Trick Williams came out there, interrupted, and basically was just like, "You owe me, this, and I came to do this." And well, he ended up suffering a RKO for his troubles. Then we moved into an actual match. It was the United States championship match, as we always get every single week. Carmelo Hayes defended his title against a mystery opponent, and that opponent was none other than El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. He's a AAA wrestler, and he decided to make his debut on SmackDown this week, and he did pretty well against Carmelo Hayes, almost beat him. But Carmelo was able to retain his championship by hitting his finisher, and it was murder she wrote for Dr. Wagner. Anywhoosies, we move on because there were a few things that happened that I have to talk about. So let's go to Johnny Gargano. Gargano was in the back laying on his face, still upset and depressed and sad. And Candace like, look, I can't keep doing this. Your ass got to get up. Okay. Look, you supposed to be Johnny Wrestling. You supposed to be the guy that always, even though they told you no, you knew you could. You supposed to be the little engine that could get your ass up and be that. So Johnny Gargano got some gumption and said, you know what, you're right. I'm gonna do it. I'm going out to the ring. And Candace was like, okay. And I think that was a mistake. That was a major mistake. Why? Because Johnny Gargano issued an open challenge to any person in the locker room who wanted to face off against Johnny Wrestling. And well, that person who answered that call was none other than Obafemi. So Gargano, even though he tried to get his groove back, he ended up suffering the fate of many others in his joins a class of elite individuals. The Miz, Kit Wilson, Rusev, all of them have fallen to the ruler. I'm just waiting for the ruler to pick a worthy opponent and we get to see something truly spectacular. But for now, the ruler is just going around whipping ass and he has not chosen a home yet. So we'll have to wait and see where he ends up. With that being said, the tag team champions decided to have a championship celebration. Now, all of us were expecting the Bella Twins to be the ones to come out and challenge the tag team champions, but that is not what happened. After Lash and Nia made their speeches, in walked Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, which shocked me a little bit because I was like, you want to ram with me? Like, why are you here? And while they had a valid point, while they were champion, Lash and Nia made sure that they lost their match to the Kabuki Warriors and cost them their titles. And, well, I guess they figured it's time for them to pay the piper. But Julia and Kiana decided that they wanted the piece of the tag team champions. And Julia also made a valid point. I mean, Kiana did. She did beat Nia and Charlotte Flair the last time that they met in the ring. And she also beat Alexa Bliss the last time that they met in the ring. At least Julia did. Julia did beat Alexa. So technically, they were right to want to challenge the tag team champs over Charlotte and Bliss. Both teams had valid points. However, Nia and Lash were not impressed, nor were they scared of either team. They was like, it seemed like y'all got some shit y'all got to work out. So I'm going to go ahead and finish drinking my champagne and y'all have at it. And well, Nicholas decided to make it a match. So it was a match. It was a tag team match between the two teams, and Charlotte and Bliss were able to pick up the win. Hold tight, y'all.
Still don't know my worth, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't deserve.
All right, sorry about that. So, we move on. Let me see. Yeah, we got done with Nia and Lash. Cool. Tag Team Turmoil was the number one contenders match. Whoever won would be the number one contender for the MFT's tag team titles. And of course, the MFTs, he's sleeping. The MFTs, you asking for AJ? Dad's calling you. The MFTs cost the Wyatts their opportunity at a new tag team championship match. This led to and then in the beginning there was some controversy as well. Motor City Machine Guns were in the match with Fraxium. It was Axiom and Chris that were in the ring. Chris had, I think he either was getting pinned by Axiom, because I can't right off remember, but I do remember that Alex Shelley put Saban's foot on the ropes, and Nathan removed it. So the ref didn't see it and counted 1, 2, 3, but his foot was on the ropes. It was on the ropes way before the ref counted 3. So that's a bit of controversy. And then, let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Not you gonna cosplay as Cam Newton. Ugh, please don't. Hi, how are you? Anyways, so after that, Los Garza came out there and they went up against Fraxium, beat them. They went up against the Wyatts. They were able, no, was it the Wyatts? Yeah, it was the Wyatts. They'd be able to get past the Wyatts because of the MFT's interference. And then the final tag team was R-Truth and Damian Priest, to which R-Truth and Damian Priest made a pretty damn good team and were able to best Los Garza. So it is what it is. R-Truth and Damian Priest are the new number 1 contenders for the tag team titles. And it seems that match is going to happen sometime in the very near future. When that match will happen, no one knows. No one knows. Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill had quite the banter today. Jade Cargill met Rhea Ripley after Rhea Ripley came out to the ring on Smackdown and made it very clear that since Jade Cargill had so much to say, she could say everything she needed to say to her face. So Jade came down there decked out in her best purple, a floor-length purple coat. Is very cute. I'm not gonna lie. Even in it, I peep game because she saw how Rhea Ripley always wears purple eyeshadow or purple somewhere, and she was like, "I'm gonna deck myself out in purple everywhere. Purple eyeshadow, purple glasses, purple bodysuit, purple jacket. Bitch, on me. I'm finna come out here and show up and show out." And she did do that. The promo started, and Jade Cargill shook Rhea Ripley's hand. A far cry from what we thought was happening backstage and what has been alluded to what's been happening backstage. And she basically told Rhea Ripley that she respected her and that she respected all of her accomplishments. She even respected her body. She said, "You got some big arms. Your arms are great, but mine are bigger. You got big legs, nice legs, but mine are better." And she basically told her no matter what she does, and at the end of the day, she is going to be the one who wins at WrestleMania. And she said she's going to hit her and knock her out. And it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, and that's a one and done. She's not impressed by Rhea Ripley. She respects her, but she's not impressed. And Rhea was like, "I'll match your energy." Shook the woman's hand and basically called it like she saw it. She said, "You might have bigger, stronger legs than me. You might have bigger, stronger arms, broader shoulders. You might have all of that. But do you really think that if you hit me with everything you've got, that's going to keep me down?" Really? Because she said, "I promise you, when I hit you with everything I got, you're not getting back up." I said, "Uh-oh. The girls are fighting." And she was like, "You see, you work out for aesthetics. I work out because I like to fight. I'm going to WrestleMania, and the body that I've built through working out is going to be in a fight." And she said, "I promise you, you won't return from wherever I send you because I'm that bitch." Then she dropped the microphone. This was a direct mimic to Jade Cargill ending her side of the promo not too long ago. It was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Jay, she kind of read you for filth when she said you work out for aesthetic. Basically, what she's saying is all of that working out that you do, all of that beauty, all of this brawn, and you can't do nothing with it. You are all shell and no soul. You have nothing to bring to the table. No power, no brawn, no fight, no nothing. And I was like, ooh. All she could do was mutter her way in the backstage. And of course, Michin is there, right there to taunt her. And she asked her straight up, why you let Rhea Ripley cut the line? And she told her, because Rhea earned her spot. And she said, and when I get mine, I'm going to take that championship from you. And she was like, yeah, well, I'm not waiting until you earn that. You and I going to go at it next week. But it's not for the title. It's just a nice little friendly sparring match, which I'm sure Rhea Ripley will be watching somewhere very closely. With all that being said, Drew McIntyre tried very hard to get this match between him and Cody Rhodes canceled. You see, he didn't want to have to face off against Cody. This is the reason why he's been doing all of this hard work as of lately. This is why he's been interfering in everything from qualifiers to Royal Rumble to Elimination Chamber. It is the very reason why Cody Rhodes has been iced out of everything that he rightfully earned heading into WrestleMania. Because Drew McIntyre wants to control the narrative. Despite the fact that he told Cody he couldn't get a rematch, an automatic rematch. All of that played a major part in where we are now. The final match of the night went to Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. They even played us a nice little video package to commemorate their rivalry and feud, where it started and how it ended, and basically where it ramped up. Now, I'm not going to lie and say this match was bad. It wasn't a bad match. It actually was really good. The end of this match, Jacob Fatu showed up, pulled the chair away from Cody Rhodes, away from Drew McIntyre, and cost Drew McIntyre the WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre said that he would have to pry that title from his cold, dead hands. Well, his hands were cold, but they weren't dead. And Drew McIntyre is no longer your WWE champion. Cody Rhodes has regained his QB1 status and is now heading into WrestleMania. But he has a major obstacle in his way. You see, Randy Orton is on a hunt. He needs to be champion. Cody Rhodes can be champion again and again and again. But Randall's on his way out. And all he wants is that sweet, sweet 15. And this is his last shot. So the question is, do you think that Randall is going to be able to beat Cody at WrestleMania? Personally, I think it's possible. Especially if somebody like Sami Zayn comes in and costs him the title and sends Cody Rhodes on a downward spiral. And then Homelander shows up. And then we can really start having some fun. But I digress. I did decide that they were going to do a fatal four-way because to me, that made the most sense. But I also knew that it was quite possible that it was going to be Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. They wanted to have a match to rival CM Punk and OTC1's match. Personally, I think having something different on the card is better than trying to match the card bar for bar, match for match. But that's just me. So for now, we have our main events settled. Stephanie and Liv are going at it for the Women's Championship on Raw. OTC1 and CM Punk are going at it for the men's title. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton will face off for the men's title on SmackDown. And for the women, Rhea Ripley will be challenging Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. It's a lot going on. The U.S. titles are not in play as of yet. Neither are the IC titles yet. On Monday, AJ Lee's opponent will be determined by this tournament that they're having. However, I don't think Becky Lynch is just going to lay down and let what happened at Elimination Chamber just go over. Also, you still have to worry about Dominic Mysterio and how he feels about losing his IC title. We also saw Danhausen tonight. Danhausen cursed The Miz if he doesn't mentor him. So we got a lot going on. Just to end some things here and go on about our business and talk about some TNA stuff. Steph DeLander and Mance Warner, like I told you guys on Wednesday, have left TNA. The reason why is because she wanted to wrestle and TNA decided that it wasn't possible. They assumed she had a broken neck, which she didn't. She had a bulging disc and had 2 neck surgeries to repair it. Now, Steph has been going back and forth and explaining what happened between her and TNA. And when we were live Wednesday, we didn't understand her relationship with Mance Warner. So I'm going to correct it. Mance Warner is her legal husband. And to correct what we said about her sexuality, she is a bisexual woman, not a lesbian woman. So just to clarify a few things, Mance Warner left because his wife was not given a fair shake to be able to wrestle like she wants to. And of course, he's going to go wherever she goes because he loves her. So there you have it. That cleared that up. I'm going to get out of here because I got to go. Okay. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all for coming over here. Tomorrow is Vengeance for NXT. Make sure you watch it. It's going to be a great PLE. I'm going to watch it and I'll go live a little bit afterwards to talk about it. So I will see you guys then. I hope you had a really good night.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more wrestling content. Check out our merch and consider becoming a member for exclusive perks, special emojis, and members-only content.